Imagine that you have a dream where you don't have to worry about money, a dream where you can do what you love without being stuck in a 9-to-5 job. That's where passive income comes in. It's about earning money without having to actively work for it. And today we're going to talk about how you can do this by following Robert Kiyosaki's advice. According to Kiyosaki, earning passively is the key to building wealth. He recommends creating multiple streams of passive income instead of relying solely on your job for income. Now, let's look at his top 6 recommendations for cash flow generating investments. Number 1. Peer-to-peer lending. Peer-to-peer lending is an interesting way to make some extra money by helping people who can't get loans from banks. Instead of going to a bank, these people turn to online platforms where regular folks like you can lend them money. When they repay the loan, you earn some extra cash through interest. These online platforms, like Lending Club, act as intermediaries, connecting borrowers, who are the people in need of money, with you, the investor. Now, here's why peer-to-peer lending is awesome. First, it can give you higher returns compared to keeping your money in a regular savings account or investing in bonds. This is because there are fewer fees and costs involved, so you get to keep more of the interest. Second, you can spread your money across many different borrowers, which is called diversification. It's like not putting all your eggs in one basket. By lending to many people, you reduce the chances of losing your money if one person can't pay. Lastly, peer-to-peer lending also feels good because you're helping people who might not be able to get loans elsewhere. It's a win-win. You make money and someone gets the help they need. Number 2. Dividend-paying stocks. Imagine you're thinking about investing in a company by buying some of its stocks. When you buy shares of a company, you become a co-owner of that company. Now, some companies are really nice and share their profits with the owners, that's you, in the form of something called dividends. Dividends are like little money gifts that the company gives to its shareholders. You, again, every once in a while. It's like getting a small thank you gift for being a co-owner of the company. So when you own dividend-paying stocks, you receive these gifts regularly. The cool thing about dividend-paying stocks is that they can be a constant source of extra money coming your way. You don't need to sell your shares to get this money. It just shows up in your account. Now, it's a good idea to pick companies that are strong and healthy. You don't want to invest in companies that might go bankrupt soon, right? So, when you're looking for dividend-paying stocks, choose companies that have a history of making profits and have their finances in good shape. But what about the risks? Well, here's the thing. When it comes to investing in stocks, the biggest risk isn't the stocks themselves, it's you. It's about how you make decisions. If you rush into things without understanding what you're doing, that's where the real danger lies. Number 3. Real estate. Think of real estate as a way to make money without actively working for it, like having a money tree that keeps giving you fruit over time. Robert Kiyosaki loves real estate because it's something tangible, something you can see and touch. There are a few ways to invest in real estate, and I'll break them down for you. First, you can buy properties and rent them out to people, becoming the landlord and collecting rent from your tenants. This can be a steady way to make money, and it's one of Kiyosaki's top recommendations. Another way is to invest in something called real estate investment trusts, or REITs. These are like special companies that own and manage real estate properties, like apartments, offices, or shopping centers. When you invest in them, you become a co-owner, and they share the profits with you. You don't have to buy an entire property. You can simply invest in these companies and earn money from them. Now, here's the cool thing about real estate. You can use other people's money to get rich. Let me explain. Let's say you want to buy a property, but you don't have all the money you need. You can take out a loan from a bank or someone else to buy it. Then you use the rent you collect from tenants to pay off the loan. If you do this the right way, you can make more money than you borrowed. Number 4. Intellectual property. If you have cool ideas, inventions, or something creative, you might want to think about legally protecting them. This protection is called intellectual property, which includes things like patents for inventions, trademarks for logos and such, copyrights for books, music, and art, and trade secrets. Now, why is this important? Well, if you own these things, you can make money without actively doing much. Imagine you create a super cool game, patent it, and then companies pay you to use it. Easy money, right? Or imagine you create a game, patent it, and sell it in different languages. Every few months you receive a check without much effort. It's not a huge investment, just a smart move to protect your idea. Here's the coolest part. You don't need to be a genius inventor or a famous writer. You can invest in other people's cool ideas. For example, if you put money into a book or movie, you can also make money from it. It's like getting a slice of the pie without doing all the hard work. Number 5. Annuities. An annuity is like an agreement between you and an insurance company. You pay a certain amount now, and in return, the insurance company promises to give you regular payments later on, like a salary during retirement. Now, annuities can be helpful because they can provide you with a steady income when you're no longer working. Think of it as a reliable source of money to support you during your retirement years. But here's something to keep in mind. Annuities have some downsides too. A big issue is that the money they pay you might not keep up with inflation. This means that as the cost of living goes up, the money you get from the annuity might not be enough to cover your expenses. There are different types of annuities. Some start paying you right away, while others start later, like when you retire. There are also annuities that give you a chance to earn more money, but they can be riskier because they depend on how your investments perform. But as with any financial decision, you need to be careful. Number 6. Businesses. Imagine a business that doesn't need your attention all the time. That's what we're aiming for. To do this, you need to start a business that can generate money without you having to be there constantly. You can do this by selling things online like ebooks or online courses. Once you create these products, you can sell them over and over again without much extra work. That way, you keep making money without having to work continuously. But what if you're not a business expert or don't have a lot of time or money to start a business from scratch? There's a solution for that too. You can invest in other people's businesses. When you invest in a business as a passive investor, you don't have to work actively in that business. Instead, you just put in your money, and if the business does well, you make money too. Take Robert Kiyosaki, for example. He's a successful entrepreneur who makes money from his businesses without having to work in them all the time. In summary, passive income is your ticket to financial freedom, allowing you to live the life you dream of without being tied to a traditional job. Whether it's through peer-to-peer lending, dividend-paying stocks, real estate, or other investments, Robert Kiyosaki's strategies offer a roadmap to building wealth and creating multiple streams of income. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on valuable tips and strategies for financial success. Let's continue this journey together. See you in the next video.